Just somewhere in the middle with Soonie and Mo.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, Don on the beat. Hey, I got so many ups. Everywhere I go, I got so many ups. So many ups. I know they plotting against me. I know it's hate, they wanna kill me, but please don't tempt me, cause I got so many glocks. Hey, ain't none of them empty. Jesus said they would hate me too. That's how I know it's envy. I got so many ups.
We got so many ops.
We got so many ops. What? Is that the third host? What?
Why are you gay?
It's my favorite.
Why are you gay? Guys, it's Friday. It's Friday. I'm excited. This is going to be a fun show. We are 3 minutes late, Red Pill. We are not on color people time.
Hey, my shit says it's 8 right now on the dot.
We are 3 minutes late.
What up, Big Booty Judy? Big Booty Judy in the house. I'm going to pull up her little song and then we'll get cracking.
Big Judy, Big Booty Judy. What? Big Judy, Big Booty Judy. Big Booty, Big Judy, Big Booty Judy. Stop. I want to see you move it. Yeah. Big Booty Judy. Big Booty Judy. Big Booty Judy. That's Big Booty Judy. Big Booty Judy. That's big.
You know what I just noticed?
Booty Judy. Yeah.
One of the ladies that's wearing like the flower dress, I don't know if it's the same one, but another lady's wearing a skirt with the same print.
Maybe it's the same lady.
Maybe she just put a top on. Who knows?
Who knows?
See, so many times of listening to Big Booty Judy, I'm starting to pay attention.
So many times.
What up, everybody? Happy Friday to you.
It is Friday. I'm actually really happy that it's Friday because it's Saturday here and we get to go have some amazing barbecue. I'm excited. I haven't had to cook for like 2 weeks because my Mexican friend, no, Texican, she doesn't like being called Mexican. Right. My Texican friend has just been cooking nonstop.
Wait, Erica's from Texas?
Yeah.
Where?
Austin.
Oh, okay. What up, Erica?
Happy Sabbath, y'all. I know you guys are watching on the Sabbath. Your Sabbath is beginning. Happy Sabbath. I hope you guys all have amazing worship.
Yo, I love that people are saying their kids love the Big Booty Judy song. Like, I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I mean, there's no profanity in there, so that's a good thing.
That's booty. Everybody talks about butt.
Talk to your kids when it's time to go back to school. Make sure they're not singing the Big Booty Judy song at school. Like, it's just not appropriate.
It's okay, though. It's just booty. They could be saying worse things. They could be talking about transitioning. I'm glad they're talking about that because at least they get to hear some sensible adults when we're not being explicit. Please don't show your children this show when we are just like on a rampage.
Yes.
Please don't.
I can hear it now, like parents getting called into the principal's office saying, your child is singing a song with the lyrics Big Booty Judy, and they said they heard it from Soonie and Mo. Dun, dun, dun.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Our bad. Judy,
we got a fun show in store for y'all.
Yeah.
A very fun show. We got a lot of information. We're going to be doing some updates to certain things. Pastor Brian will be the first update. We all know that's why people are coming. I'm just waiting for the rest of the people to flush on over here because, whoa. Discovery, it's not even a discovery at this point. We've all known. It's just he finally admitted it without admitting it.
Who? Pastor Brian?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He out, y'all. He out. He posted bail. He out. They gave him a discount.
Why you gotta say it like that?
Listen, cause they gave him a discount. Okay, they gave him the discount special. They lowered.
Wait, what you mean the discount? I need to understand.
They lowered the charges. Listen. You go down from 200K to what he went down to. It's a discount.
Discount.
Listen, he got the discount. You can never say. Listen, after this, you can never say Black folks always get the book thrown at them because he sure did. He sure didn't. He got his shit brought down. Let me find out the judge was white. Okay, let me find out.
Oh, white supremacy.
Thank you, Teresa. Teresa always coming through with the super chat.
Appreciate you, Teresa.
You know what we need to get? The sound from the Jesse Lee Peterson show when they're like, super chat. I love that.
I probably could find it right now. Super
Yeah.
chat.
Super.
We got
super.
Pastor Brian on the docket for y'all. We're going to be talking
Mhm.
about the LA County Sheriff's Department and them slamming a woman. Now, people think that I'm being a little sensitive about it, but I don't think I am. But we're going to get into it. Hopefully, me and Mo can have a bit of a debate on this.
Yeah.
We're
Mo
talking
is
Kaylee
fresh.
McEnany, right? Don't you
Yes.
have Mind of Mo today?
No, because I don't have anything. You know, I got to be honest with you. I was feeling a little discouraged after the last Mind of Mo because I feel
What?
like I didn't come with my best that Mind of Mo. Like I felt like my Mind of Mo stuff was kind of like lackluster. So I had to kind of like talk to myself a little bit and like build myself back up because I feel like it wasn't enough. And I would love to bring the theory that I have about Cleopatra to Mind of Mo because I feel like the people in here would just eat me alive with all their little factual things that they like to throw at me whenever I bring up a Mind of Mo scenario.
Yes.
But that like that in itself could be a whole show. My theory on Cleopatra.
So
Doesn't want to hear it. She's like, bro, I don't give a
you know, when I not look, my mind, this is what I tell my son. When he's just like not mentally stimulated, his mind goes on a vacation.
Yeah.
You said a whole bunch of I feel, and my mind went on a definite vacation. So
Right.
when can we expect Mind of Mo to come back? Because I don't understand. Mind of Mo is fine. Last week it was fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. No, it wasn't,
Yeah.
but it wasn't like my bet. I see like the number 2 pencil. I feel like everything's compared to the number 2 pencil. That will forever be
Jesus Lord help.
the best Mind of Mo. That will forever be it. Listen, if you guys want me to go into like why I think Cleopatra was really black, okay, and it was a whole debacle and they're trying to hide that fact because ain't nobody trying to be associated at that time with a black woman, you know, running shit the way she was running shit.
Halfway.
I'm just saying the Romans weren't trying to have that, okay, at the time. At the time, they weren't trying to have that. There were some rules about you not being able to have a drop of Egyptian blood. Anyways, okay. Thank you, Mad Cow. Welcome. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Super chat.
I love it. That was like a, you know, like when you hit the jackpot, like on a,
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of.
Appreciate that. Super
Thank you,
chat.
Mad Cow. He's a long time Let's Talk Darling subscriber.
That's dope.
We love him.
Well, now, you know, I'm going to do what Mo does. Well, now he's a somewhere in the middle subscriber.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Maybe. Mad Cow.
No, I'm taking your thunder. What are you doing? Let me have it.
Hey, as long as he supports us, that's all I care about. So, you know, but hit the subscribe button.
Listen.
Hit the subscribe button, y'all.
Are you guys really interested in this Cleopatra discussion? If you are, I've got something special for Mo. Because if you are, like, just let me know when we're going to do it. I got something special for you.
Like you're going to come back and be hard on this theory?
It's a surprise.
Or you're going to bring like a special guest that's like an Egyptian specialist?
Bruh.
It's a surprise.
Oh, Red Pill wants the Cleo discussion. Okay, y'all. Let me prepare my thoughts because it's a lot. Okay, it's a lot.
I'm interested.
I've been on this for days ever since I watched Cleopatra. Like I've watched the movie Cleopatra with Elizabeth Taylor, which is one of my favorites. And
she was white.
It brought a lot of questions into mind. Yeah, she was white, and I was just like, something ain't right here. Something ain't right. And then like I'm just baffled by the fact that they've never actually found her tomb.
Okay.
I think
this will come up on a later show. I just sent you an article. Can you pull it up? Sure. Mo don't like snow. Mo's nosy. Mo is nosy.
Oh my gosh.
There's no surprise.
I don't like surprises.
She
I
will
do.
pester you until you give it up.
Yeah,
Which was what it is. You have to legit ignore. That's
that
why I
kind of
just moved the
is.
subject forward.
That kind of is true.
Just don't ever tell her you got a surprise. Just do it. Do it.
Man, I thought, so this image, before we get into what you're talking about, this image got sent to me by somebody else, and then I sent it to Soonie, and she's like, "You're late. I already saw this." I was
Yeah.
like, "Listen, I don't like this guy, but this was a sad picture.
Of course.
This was a sad picture because, you know, he's a father, and his kids are going to see this picture, and all I could just think about was, this is a cycle of things that, like, bad decisions, whatever the case may be, whatever the situation is, but this is not how you want your kids to ever see you.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
like, this was just sad to me,
It made me sad too. Like you said, you got the picture, I got it, and then I just immediately sent a sad face.
What is going on?
I don't know. It looks like an ad. I don't have any commentary for this situation, and I'm just going to continue to be respectful on it. We are considered the press. This is journalism, so yes, so we're going to give an update to the charges. The charges were downgraded to a misdemeanor of child endangerment. He was granted a $5,000 bond. Clearly, he's out. The DA's office didn't feel like they had enough evidence, so they downgraded the charges. Now, I don't think that these charges equate guilt. I've said this several times publicly. I just don't find this to be in Pastor Brian's character. I don't. I can't see him harming a child or, purposely inflicting pain to traumatize a kid or cause some sort of abuse. I just personally don't see it. And I know other people will say that I am, I had one person say that I am biased against the victims. And I'm just like, how do we even know that there is a victim to begin with? Like, how do we, sorry,
how are you biased?
Because I'm not coming out and attacking him saying, oh, look at this charge. He's a child abuser. Oh, can't believe he did this. Those poor children. Like, I haven't taken that stance of those poor children because I don't know the story. I don't know the story. Now, there's some things that we've been discussing behind the scenes, and I'm not going to discuss it on here. We'll talk personally. We talk off the air. But there's clearly something going on, and I'm going to treat this like I'm treating Steven Crowder. I don't think people should be involved in anyone's family or personal business. I get why this is public. I get it. But I am not going to sit and play speculation on this. I'm not willing to do that. And I think that's what's bothering people is that I'm not speculating and I'm not coming out and having a very strong opinion on it.
So I was speaking to one of the Temecula parents, and I won't say the name, but last night when this person sent me the photo of him in the jumpsuit, I responded back that the picture was sad. And they said, how? And I said, because that's someone's father. He should never want them to see this. And they responded back and they said, I guess from a child's perspective, it is sad. I just have no law of loss for that person. I never asked him to come into my life, but yet he came into my circle and destroyed people's lives. So I see what you're saying. And then I, said a bunch of stuff and, they agreed. And he said, I just hate the guy for what he did to some really good people that I know. This all sucks. Right. And I said, we can't hold hate in our heart as Christians. I pray that maybe this opens his eyes. What he did to y'all was terrible. But now he's literally in the thick of it. Right. As far as, I agree with Soonie that it doesn't seem like this would be in his nature to like willfully hurt his kids. Right. But I want to preface it with this. We're basing that off of what we see on social media. I don't care how many lives we've done with him or any interactions we've had with him. We really, truly don't know the man. Okay. I don't really know what his character like is as a person or as a father. Anybody can paint themselves out to be this, great husband, great father, whatever, great wife, great anything. You can portray yourself to be who you want to be on social media. But I agree with you that from what we've seen, it doesn't seem like this would be in his nature. And we all know how ugly divorced, separated parents, those types of situations can get, right? Like in my head, I was kind of like, okay, maybe they were fighting, the kids got involved. Kids sometimes like, mommy, daddy, don't fight. And they're in the middle and things get hot. And he's just like, boy, go sit down and push. You never know. You never know. There could be so many scenarios to this.
Exactly.
And I've seen a lot of people just like unravel.
It's sad.
It is sad. It makes me sad for the situation, but and a lot of people are like, "Oh, he's out and he's not we haven't seen anything." I would hope we don't see anything from him. I would hope he stays off social media. Like again, does he need to eventually answer to the people that he wants to vote for him?
Absolutely.
Eventually he does. But he better take some time and really think about how he's going to address this situation.
Yeah. I agree.
You
definitely got to take time and think about how you're going to approach it.
Right. You sent me.
So that's the only update we have on that situation. But we also have another update. And this is where I will drill into Pastor Brian, because you have lied on countless lives. How many of us remember talking to Pastor Brian about his stance on the LGBTQ? I'm sure a lot of you guys have tuned into those lives where either me and Deontay are up there, me and Liddell, and we're questioning him on the merging of CRT and the LGBTQ BS. We've been discussing CRT curriculum and why Florida ultimately banned College Board Advanced African American Studies because there was queer theory in it. Something Pastor Brian will deny, even though it's right there in the curriculum. They have done an updated version. We did a show on that. Now, the curriculum is not mandatory, but it is still left up to the state whether they want to introduce certain things, which once again is not really helping the situation. You're still attaching the LGBTQ to it. Pastor Brian has ducked and dodged these questions, but finally we get answers.
Mm-hmm.
He is an ally to the LGBTQ, like I and so many other people have said, including Josh, who was actually one of the first people to call Pastor Brian out. And he is an advocate for abortion, which I've heard him say numerous times that this is Black genocide. So make this make sense. It's been 7 months. It's only July. It's been 7 months. You spent how many years on this conservative train?
Mm-hmm.
All of us have done lives with you for years. It's like he's pretending like we all have not been interacting with each other or been in this circle for years.
Right.
Pastor Brian may not put content out, but he's a politician and he mingles with the content creators, bro.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Jessica, for the $9.99 super chat.
He is pro-choice. Yes. Is there any way you can zoom in on these specific two rights here?
I don't know how to zoom in.
It should be at the top. In the top corner, there's 3 dots up there, and you should see zoom, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
There you go. There you go. Keep going. Zoom it all in.
Go bigger, bigger.
Now you can scroll down.
Okay.
Thank you.
You wanted me to zoom on women's rights?
Yeah, just those two right there. Look, as a pastor and a father of a daughter, and a believer of the gift of free will bestowed upon each of us by Jesus, I'm committed to upholding the rights and dignity of every individual. Threats to reproductive rights, gender-based pay disparities, inadequate family leave policies, and lack of child care support hinder gender equality and economic empowerment. How many of you have been around for years? Bro, what?
Mm-hmm.
In alignment with my faith. This is where Christians should get pissed off. In alignment with my faith, personal values, and the Constitution, which is total BS, because there is no amendment in the Constitution that grants you access to abortion. There's nothing in the Constitution that states that. I am an advocate for women's rights and equality. This is another reason why he couldn't stand up to Jesse Lee Peterson to say he was the head of his household. I champion legislation that safeguards reproductive rights.
Right.
Pastor Brian is pro-abortion. How many of us have heard him speak on abortion destroying the Black community?
Mm-hmm.
Am I making this up?
Nope.
I wish I had clips, but because I'm not a grimy person and I don't screenshot every single thing someone says, we're forced to go off memory.
Go watch the Jesse Lee Peterson interview if y'all want to like a quick synopsis. It's a very entertaining interview. Hey, can we get a shout out real quick for the 2 super chats, Jessica and Joey? Thank you so much for the super chats.
Shout out to y'all.
You guys rock. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Get down to the LGBTQ part.
You want to get down to the LGBTQ part?
What would Jesus do?
Yes, I'm going to skip the top part and we're going to go straight to, in my role as a pastor, prison pastor, I might add, I often reflect on the question, what would Jesus do? Jesus showed love and acceptance to all individuals, embracing them for who they are. I believe that as a society, we should strive to follow this example by promoting inclusivity, which is demonic, equal rights, and combating discrimination. You're a pastor and you're promoting inclusivity. Did Jesus, this is what Jesus would do. Let me ask you, Mo. Did Jesus come to unify or divide? Which one did he come to do?
Divide.
He came to divide mother against daughter, father against son, mother-in-law against daughter-in-law. He divide. He did not come to unify.
Mm-hmm.
You are a pastor putting out anti-Christ rhetoric. Jesus did not accept people for who they were. Jesus said several times throughout the Bible, go and sin no more. That's not accepting people for who they are. This is a pastor who won't even quote scripture when questioned. What the freak? What is going on here?
Yeah.
Is this not scary to people? And you know what's going to happen? People are going to donate and support this man, knowing he's got some very anti-Black rhetoric going on here because the LGBTQ is a new Black. He realizes that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's attached themselves to them.
Yeah.
You're also advocating for Black murder because the most dangerous place for a Black child is in a mother's womb. I don't have anything else to say. Oh, wait. Reparations. Reparations, that's never going to happen. Yes, let's advocate for it.
Yep.
Man.
He didn't leave anybody out. He's got seniors, justice reform. He's hitting on all the points. Anyways, if y'all want to go check this out, you can go to realpastorbrian.com, click on the issues, and he's got a lot here. He's tackling everything.
By the way, those scriptures is Matthew 10:34 through 36, where Jesus is literally calling for division. Okay. And all through the Bible, you can find instances of Jesus telling anybody he came in contact with or healed from their afflictions to go and sin no more.
Yep.
Don't allow pastors to push this anti-Christ rhetoric. It's downright satanic and demonic. I'm not being extra. When you tell believers to mix with the world and it's okay to be inclusive, you're going against the natural order. Jesus is not going to allow hybrid beings in heaven. that don't know what the crap they are, because that's confusion. And God is not the author of confusion, but of peace and understanding. I'm not even a scholar of the Bible, and I know these things. This is insane. This is a guy who has pastor on the front of his name. He's a reverend. I'm done. Because if I keep talking, I'm going to get into some private stuff that we discovered offline, and I'm going to practice discernment and shut my mouth.
Yeah. He's got enough going on right now, Soonie. He has got enough. I don't know. I think we did touch upon it real quick with Pastor Brian. So they did drop the felony charges, by the way,
Yes,
and
they're
lowered it
misdemeanor
to a
charges now.
misdemeanor charges now. So just so you guys know, so that will allow him to continue to run for office.
Yes.
Yeah. And his next court date is
17th August, right?
hold on, let me look at the paper. Yeah, 8/17 at 8:30 a.m. And by the way, if you guys want to listen to the court, you can go to the Riverside County Sheriff's, and they have like a whole thing there where you can go and listen to the courts. But word to the wise, I tried to go listen to his his trial, or not his trial, but his hearing, and it's hard because you have all these different courts going on, so you have to kind of like court hop until you find the one you're looking for. So Mo got to listen to a lot of divorce proceedings, and
Folks divorcing left and right.
left and right, man. Don't get a divorce in California. That's all I got to say.
Prayers to Pastor Brian and his current situation that he's in. But y'all need to start calling people out for their fraudulent behavior. His entire campaign scheme is a fraudulent campaign waiting to happen.
Yep. Yep.
What's next?
Show is. Well, we can talk about Kaylee McEnany.
I'm down.
Did we have a video for that or no? I can just talk about the story.
We just have I think conservatives are a little upset because she's saying there's no way of proving this came from Hunter Biden. And I agree with her. What evidence do they have? What evidence do they have? That could be anybody.
Well, they do actually have evidence because I guess you could call this evidence because well, let me read the article so that you guys can understand what's going on here. So what we're talking about is the crack cocaine being, or not crack, cocaine being found in supposedly the White House library, but now they come to find out it was in the library. Now it's in the basement of the West Wing. This is literally like a game. It's like a game of Clue. Okay. It's like a game of Clue. Yeah. I mean, let me just say, this is my, this is my theory, and this was given to me, and I agree with this by somebody else, but do we really think Hunter would have just left some cocaine out? Like, you don't think he would have just snorted all that shit up? Like, you think he would have just carelessly left cocaine laying around? That's number one. Okay. Now, this is what Kaylee McEnany said about it. She said he is eliminated as a suspect. Let's see. Former White House press secretary Kaylee McEnany eliminated Hunter Biden as a suspect in the Biden administration cocaine bag scandal, despite the president's son well-documented history of drug use. She said the drug could not have belonged to Hunter because the West Wing is heavily trafficked, and the bag was probably discovered rather quickly by the Secret Service. People said, well, how would she know? You know, duh, she worked there, you guys. She worked there. She knows how it operates. She knows how it goes. She was in a pretty high position there. Also, as a journalist, by the way, they do get a schedule of the president and their family. So especially if they're like going to a place like Camp David, which is where they were, the press does get a daily printout of the schedules of the family. So the timeline doesn't add up for Hunter to be the culprit, she added. It couldn't have been there for days and days, she said on Thursday morning on Fox. It had to have been there for, I would say, minutes before someone took notice. That's a big deal. Minutes before, okay? McEnany added, for it to be Hunter Biden, he left on Friday. He was at Camp David. There's no way, it's inconceivable to think cocaine could sit for 72 hours in the White House. So I would basically rule him out at this point. An unknown item was also found in the White House on Sunday night, prompting a brief evacuation. The white powdery substance tested positive for cocaine, the Secret Service said. The White House is basically remaining numb about it. The new White House press secretary, Jean, whatever, Pierre, whatever her name is, man, she's getting fed up. Okay. You about to see her lose her mind if she gets one more question about this cocaine. Cause she's like, I already told you these people were at Camp David. They weren't there days before. Yeah. It's crazy, but who knows? I mean, all the freaks that they've brought into the White House, it could be anybody's cocaine at this point.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all got a luggage stealer. You got people up there that don't know what gender they are, pretending, playing dress up. That could be anybody.
Y'all
want to blame Hunter?
Yes.
And this is some right-wing bullshit.
And then they're like, well, maybe it's Joe Biden's. You really think Joe Biden's got to go down to the basement to snort some cocaine? Come on.
Joe Biden don't know he's alive. Trump said it.
This is the thing, okay? Everybody is so outraged about this cocaine, and I'm just like, who cares, right? Because they've been doing fucked up shit at the White House since this fool got in office, and this is what we're going to get outraged about?
Cocaine?
And do nothing, by the way, because we just get outraged and we do nothing. We do nothing. So
we do nothing.
We do nothing. Yeah, I mean, snort it up. Why not? It's called the White House.
Exactly.
Bring on the coke.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I wish I had the Rick James. Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Right. Listen.
That's crazy.
At this point, after this presidency, I think they're going to have to burn that place down and start over. They're going to have to burn it down and start over. It's tainted.
Is it?
It's kind of tainted. You've had trannies on the front lawn.
She said tainted.
Meth heads, robots.
Now you got cocaine on the premises.
Criminals.
I'm just waiting for weed to pop up.
It's damn near a trap house at this point.
Bruh.
No, it ain't.
It's a trap house.
She said it's a trap house. Well, look.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, it sure is, Rick. It sure
The demons
is.
are lurking. Hey, look, I don't find it to be a big deal either. I don't really care. I'm going to have to agree with Mo. There's a lot of other things that we could be kind of angry about. Did you hear what Biden has planned? As far as the cluster bombs, the cluster munitions.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
You had a good video. You want me to play it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Hold on a second. Let me go back to my computer.
These cluster munitions discussions that we're having is just like sending me. It's sending me so far.
Which one is it? This one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ah!
Didn't Jen call this a war crime when Russia was doing it? Or am I tripping? Okay, I knew I wasn't tripping. Right there. If that were to be true, it would potentially be a war crime. So Biden, what's your name? Marjorie Taylor Greene, you always taking the articles of impeachment. Y'all need to come get them because they're potentially committing a war crime.
That's funny. I love that little voice. That's my favorite.
I know those videos get the most views when I do that.
It's funny.
Come get them. Why they free? I thought you said this is a war crime. And I went straight to the White House website because you can look at a transcript of everything the press secretary says.
Yeah.
And I typed in war crime and it was like, bloop. I'm like,
mm-hmm.
So America's committing war crimes and the Biden regime is actively right now committing war crimes.
Yeah.
Like they're talking about sending these weapons over to Ukraine to fight back at Russia. But when Russia did it, it was the worst thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
Can we make these decisions make sense, bro?
No, we can't.
I don't get it. Now, of course, you have a lot of his top aides who are either recommending that he do it, but they have their own deep reservations about it. Like you got Anthony Blinken, who has been known for having this discussion with Ukraine since 2008. Okay, since Biden, what's his name? Not Biden. Obama was in office.
Mm-hmm.
They're recommending that he make a move by sending not Russia, but Ukraine these cluster munitions. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I want to see how Press Secretary Jean-Pierre handles it. Are you going to call it a war crime? And conservatives better pull this fucking clip up of this redheaded bitch, this orange woman, bad heifer. I can't stand her. Peppermint Patty, whatever the fuck they was calling her.
Yeah,
she literally called it a war crime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Somebody should. What is she on MSNBC now? Somebody should ask her about that.
I don't know. Somebody needs to bring it up. Fact checker. How you feel about Biden?
You know what,
What's
Soonie?
going on?
We need to upload that on YouTube Shorts, and then we'll tag like all the news networks to see if we can get it trending.
Because this is bothering me.
But you know, you mentioned Marjorie Taylor Greene.
I do.
She can't do shit right now. She can't. She was booted out of the Freedom Caucus. Okay, can you explain to me what the fuck is the Freedom Caucus?
The Freedom Caucus? Is that what Byron Donalds came up with?
I have no idea because I'm wondering like, does this actually do anything to her, or was she just like booted out of like an after school club type of thing?
To me, it's an after school club. It's
okay.
People being recognized and being brought into the Freedom Caucus to potentially have some effect on legislation. Oh. But I don't really see what they're doing at this point besides making people feel good. That's just me though. And I could be missing what's actually going on behind the scenes. So don't hold me to what I'm saying. I'm just giving my limited perspective on it.
Well,
sounds make believe.
They're as annoyed with her as we are because I don't like her at all.
Well, Marjorie Taylor Greene is a grandstanding politician. Like she's not actually doing things. Even I was kind of annoyed that Byron Donalds got on live TV and wasted tax-paying dollars to have these stupid press conferences about we're introducing articles of impeachment and it's going to be going to is it the House? Because the Senate voted to impeach him, but now it needs to go to the House. And we all know it's going to be a waste of time. They complained about this with Trump. Okay, we impeach Biden and then we get Kamala. Then what? There's about to be a whole election next year.
Right.
Like, why? I just don't understand the move. To me, it doesn't make much sense. I don't understand why they're doing it. It's a bunch of grandstanding and it's a waste of time. If anything, you need to be calling out these war crimes. That's what you can do, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Y'all go ahead and blow that up.
So I was just looking at her articles of impeachment for Joe Biden. It looks like it's still in the resolution stage. It's just been introduced. It hasn't even been pushed past then, which is pretty much par for the course, right? Like she grandstands and she says she's going to do this. People get super excited like it means anything. And it's not even her top priority. Okay.
Exactly.
It's not even her top priority. So
exactly. I'm tired of her. All right. I'm sick of Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'm tired of these do nothing Republicans. Just like I'm tired of the goddamn Democrats. Can we talk about stuff that matters? Our president is approving cluster bombs, cluster munitions be sent to Ukraine. And when Russia did it, it was a war crime. But now we're participating in war crimes. Now, what if they decide to respond and bomb the shit out of an American ally? Then what?
You need to get an I'll wait sound effect.
Don't worry, I'll wait. I can't stand her.
You be waiting forever.
Her plastic surgery gets under my motherfucking skin. Like her face just you ever just see somebody's face and it bothers you? The way their lips look or their eyes, and you're just like, get off my screen.
Remember,
that's how I feel every time I see her.
She looks like the monkey from Lion King. I told you I don't like her.
Rafiki, I'm sorry, bro.
Rafiki.
I'm sorry.
Why are you gay? That's what Rafiki said.
Ew. Anyways, we have some more extra ratchet stuff to talk about.
All right. So We did the Pastor Brian. We did the Ukrainian bomb thing situation. I'm sorry, war crimes. Y'all heard about this Rudy Farias, who is the dude that done turned up all of a sudden, but then he turns out he wasn't really missing to begin with.
No, turns out
It's
his
a
mother
whole,
was like doing disgusting things to him,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And
She's evil.
but the DA declines to file any charges. Like, can I just for 2 seconds? Can we just put this up here?
Who's this for? The DA, the mother, the aunt,
Just women.
across the board. And you know what's funny? Aside from that one dude, whatever his name, X, okay, it's nothing but women speaking up in this situation. And I had said to Soonie, I said, this right here is a prime example of what is wrong with my community, okay? Because we like to put shit, sweep it under the rug. Nobody wants to talk about anybody. You don't want to talk about your titi doing bad stuff or your mom doing bad stuff. Like, everybody's lying. That's why the DA can't press charges or won't press charges, because they're confused, okay? Because Rudy Dunn showed up, okay? He went back to go with his mom, but then he's telling people, I don't feel safe there. So what is the deal? Rudy, you're not this little boy anymore. Speak up. Okay, you're 25 years old.
Bro.
Like, what is going on?
So they're calling him a potential victim, okay? Because, like you mentioned, Quanell X has come into the picture, and he is the knockoff brand of wannabe Ben Crump, except for he's with the Nation of Islam, which I think is an embarrassment, but that's neither here nor there, okay? Quanell X claims to have gotten a story from, what's his name? The little boy? He's not a little boy, but what's his name?
Rudy Farias.
Rudy, which had described years of abuse, sexual abuse, and being manipulated and held captive by his mother since March 2015.
Mhm.
But the mom then comes out and says, my son is receiving the care he needs to overcome his trauma. But at this time, he is nonverbal and not able to communicate with us.
Mhm.
How did Quanell X get the story? And why can't this dude communicate? And furthermore, why is this woman being treated as if she's a victim when her son, whom she's had in her home for how many years, has been listed as missing? And she's being accused of having some sort of sexual relationship with her own kid.
Mm-hmm.
Can we just, for 2 seconds, what if a man was accused of this? What if a guy was accused of this?
Well, first of all, it wouldn't have gone 8 years like this. It wouldn't have gone that way. I'm highly confused. I am highly confused as to what's going on here. It says here, so Pauline, let me just explain who the people are. So Pauline Sanchez is the aunt of Rudy, and she's kind of like the spokesperson. And she's the one that revealed that he'd only been gone for 1 day, not 8 years. Okay, so how the public thought he was missing for 8 years, but the family knew he wasn't missing is weird. She shared that Rudy no longer, that's what she said, no longer wants his mother. And the mother is Janie Santana. And she reported Rudy missing when he was 17 years old in 2015. Now, this is weird because NBC News reported he's doing well and plans to stay with his mother. Okay, so the aunt is saying he don't like her, and they're also reporting at the same time that he's staying with her. So that's what the question is, like, what is going on here? Santana, the mother, I think that's the mother, said that her son was taken to the hospital after being found unresponsive outside of a church with cuts and bruises across his body. She reportedly claimed he had been abused. Probably she did it. Yep. My son Rudy is receiving the care he needs to overcome his trauma, but at this time, he is nonverbal and not able to communicate with us. Weird. that's probably just the shit he came up with, so he doesn't have to answer. He's like, I'm just gonna play deaf, okay? However, during a Thursday afternoon press conference, police claimed that Farias had been living at home with his mother the whole time. An HPD lieutenant said that Farias returned home the following day after vanishing while walking his dogs in 2015. They alleged that Rudy's mother continued to deceive police by remaining adamant that he was still missing. According to police, Farias and his mother had previous contact with police and had given authorities fictitious names and birth dates. Yeah.
This story is weird.
Very weird. It's
they're saying she skipped town on a Wednesday night and her whereabouts at this time that this was posted were unknown. However, Santana leaves behind a large digital footprint, including fake Facebook profiles she allegedly used to scam people, those who had interacted with her online. She used others' photos online, including a picture of a blonde-haired, blue-eyed country singer, as recently as Wednesday, a far cry from her actual appearance. She created a family of catfish profiles to support her posts because nobody likes her stuff or comments back. So she created a lot of fake profiles to her circle. Bro, what?
What?
She's using it for love, personal gain, for money, whatever she needs it for. 8 years after he was found alive, his cousin, Lopez, reported that she has more concerns. Santana lied and hid her son to make it seem as though he was missing for 8 years. Bro. So not only are you accused of doing something sexual, you hid your kid for 8 years. You're also online fake making this. Listen. I don't even want to know anymore. I don't want to know anymore. This is gross.
Yeah, it's messy. It's so messy. Thank you so much, Yakini.
Appreciate it, y'all.
Thank you. Got to hit the super chat sound. Super chat sound.
Listen, bro.
Let's just let me play the news thing about this real quick. So we can just kind of so everybody coming in can understand this full picture. Hold on 1 second.
Super chat sound.
Super chat. Go ahead.
I can't.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay.
But we start tonight at 10 o'clock with the story getting national attention. A young man reported missing 8 years ago, finally found days ago. But where was Rudy Farius all these years? Thank you for joining us at 10. I'm Keith Garvin.
And I'm Lisa Hernandez. Daniela is off tonight. Back on March 6, 2015, the then 17-year-old's family reported him missing. Fast forward 8 years to last Thursday when the now 25-year-old was finally found outside a church in East Houston. But in a twist, Farius may not have been missing at all.
I knew something was wrong with the story. When she was questioned, when they found him.
Wait, Soonie, explain to the people who this is. Was he crying? I knew something was wrong with this story.
This is Quanell X. Quanell X is the Benjamin Crump of the Houston, Dallas, Texas area. He was a big face on the Malia Davis story. I don't know if people remember that story. It was the little 4-year-old who went missing and her mother pretended like she didn't know anything about it. He was a big one on that. He did the Kanika Jenkins story. You got him, Jedediah Brown. They're all race ambulance hustlers. All right. They play ambulance. They go to brown and black folks and make it seem like there's disparity going on. He's just a D-list activist. Forget D-list. He's an F-list activist. I can't stand him.
Where was he at all these years? You didn't get anything else from this? What's his name? Darius?
Him?
Yeah, what's his name?
Quanell X.
Quanell X. Okay.
Yep.
He had her credit card in his pocket. She just canceled that credit card 2.5 years ago. So if he's been missing for 8 years, how the hell he get your credit card in his pocket? When he found him, she would take him to work with her, and he would do the required work she was supposed to do. And a lot of the responsibilities of her job was on him. No child should ever be treated like that by your own mother. This young man said that when he initially ran away, he came back 2 days later, and she told him that he had to hide, that he was going to get in trouble.
KPRC2's Bryce Newman.
Listen, remember I told you when I was little, I used to fake run away? I could have been Rudy. Anyways.
But what's bothering me is that police are saying the claims that Quano X is talking about was never stated by the son.
Mm-hmm.
Like he never discussed any sexual abuse. So I don't know. All I do know is that if a man was accused of something like this, hell would be raining upon him. And it seems like they're giving this lady an unnecessary amount of grace. Your son has been missing for 8 years. You've known where he's been this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
There's conflicting stories about what's going on. You got a catfish story behind you. Listen, I'm going to pay attention to this story just because I want to know what actually happened. I think
it's messy.
What she's being accused of as far as Quano X, I don't think he's lying. I just know that he's a race hustler.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's lying at all. I think that young man did tell him all these things.
Mm-hmm.
Where else would he get it from? How could he concoct an entire story by himself? Like, let's get real.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's one thing he doesn't do. He will go and lend his hands to a situation, but I have never heard him lie about what he's been told by suspects or victims.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm inclined to listen to him.
I mean, honestly, unless this guy Rudy speaks up, I don't think anything's gonna happen.
That's crazy.
I mean, how could it?
That is freaking crazy, dude.
If listen, again, I say this is why sometimes statistics are not 100%, because if the victim doesn't speak out and doesn't want to tell on his mom, what are you gonna do?
Sad situations. Actually, really gross that a mom is being accused of something like this. But gosh darn it. Let's talk about Keke Palmer. Want to talk about Keke Palmer?
You got a video on Keke?
Keke Palmer does the fucking most.
She does.
The last time we talked about Keke Palmer, she was on stage at an LGBTQ event, confused about what box that she fit in, and she was trying to identify with the LGBTQ people, saying that she as a woman understands what it's like to have to fight against gender identity or these ridiculous gender roles that society has placed on people. She was up there crying. You remember we did a reaction to that?
Yeah. She
was up there boo-hooing. But now Keke Palmer is doing the most by showing them cheeks at a Usher concert. Keep it going with the.
Oh wait, I'm just gonna play this TikTok real quick so you guys can see what we're talking about. There you see Keke's booty. Shout out to Keke. She's looking good for just having a baby. I think she had a baby less than a year ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she looks good for just having a baby. Shout out to. But Keke.
That's what happens when you. That's what happens when you have a baby. Go ahead, play the video.
What, your booty gets big? My booty, listen, my booty was big. It was big. It got bigger. Okay. Okay. Hold on.
Keke Palmer wanted to dress like a hoe, showing her butt cheeks at Usher's concert in Las Vegas. And then her boyfriend Darius tweeted about it. And then everybody called him an insecure hater. Yeah, let's keep it going. Now, I don't know what y'all are thinking, but this is a little too close for comfort for me. Now, no disrespect to Usher, but I don't think any man wants his woman grinding or dancing on any dude like this, even if it was Usher. In an outfit like that, too? Her boyfriend Darius then went on to tweet this, that no man wants his woman dancing around with her booty cheeks showing. I completely agree with that. Then I saw some females respond again with some of the dumbest tweets I've ever seen, talking about he forgets that he's a boyfriend. Sis is single and able to do as she pleases unless he puts a ring on it. Wrong. Let me tell y'all females something. If you want to be a wife, you need to act like a wife first.
Listen. Keke is the definition of Act like you've been here before. We're learning that Keke Palmer ain't never had curves or titties, honey. She ain't never had titties. She ain't never had curves. She ain't never had no ass. And now that she got it, she don't know what to do with it.
She don't act right.
So
she don't want to act right.
Let me go flash these new set of cakes I got. They're natural, but let me go flash it. Girl, it is not nothing new to have booty, hips, thighs. Get out of here. You wanted to be seen that night. You was doing the most on social media, and your baby's father decided to reel your ass back in and say, you are going entirely too far, ma'am. Like I said on my live, Keke secured the bag, okay? In modern times, she's got the man, she got the baby, she got the career. She could have just rolled off into the motherfucking sunset and been fine. But she decided, right? The boyfriend said, let me call audible on the play. Okay, he's the quarterback. Go ahead and go to this concert, right? I'm going to throw you a free one. And she totally missed it. She didn't even try to catch it. She just kept trucking down, bro. She kept going. He's just back there like, what happened? What happened?
Who is this guy, dear? I don't even know who her man is.
He's just a brother to another actor.
Okay.
Played in the show called Insecure.
Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, here's my thing. I do think, ladies, if you want to be asked by a respectable man to marry you, I think you need to act respectable, but I think you need to do that all the time, whether you're in a relationship or not. You carry yourself a certain way, and that's how you carry yourself. Even when you are dating, this is just me personally, I wouldn't disrespect my man. Okay. Like, I would have enough respect for my man to be like, I'm just not going. I mean, I'm going to go have fun at the Usher concert, but I'm not going to be there with my ass hanging out. I'm in a relationship, right? Now, that being said, if you wanted to marry her, Darius, then ask her to marry you. She's got your child. You want to call the shots about what she's doing and ask her to marry. Get married to her. I don't think, listen, here's the thing. I don't think, especially this is why you shouldn't work backwards and have the child play house and then expect, all the other stuff. I don't like that he said he referred to her as his wife. That's not your wife, number one. And number two, I think that he was just upset that it was Usher.
Come on, bro.
He was sour about it.
Yeah. He would be upset if it was anybody because it's disrespectful.
No.
And we live in 2023. No.
And
let's be honest.
Here's why I'm going to say that. I'm going to call negative on that, because Darius himself posted on his Twitter a video of Keke shaking her booty cheeks in the camera. Okay. Then he posted a picture of himself in his underwear sitting on the edge of the bed. So if you don't want people looking at your woman that way, why are you posting a video of her shaking her ass? She thought it was all right. She thought it was all right. I'm just saying to you. This is the precedent that you set. This is how am I getting the repeal the 19th? How am I getting that? He said, look at that. And she's doing this little shaking the booty cheeks in the camera, and it's on his Twitter.
What that got to do with the price of tea in China?
I'm just saying.
I don't know what that got to do with the price of tea. Why not? Why not? Why can't he get upset that she is on stage with another man dressed like that?
No.
Why?
I didn't say he couldn't get upset.
No. But you are also saying, well, you can't get upset because you posted her doing this and you're in your underwear and you're doing. What does that have to do with her?
Listen, I think they're both wrong. I think both of them are wrong. Both of them.
See, this is what women like to do.
They're both
share
wrong.
Responsibility. No, we talk. Keke is wrong. All of you bitches are getting repealed the 19th. All of y'all.
Nope.
All y'all. Repeal the 19th.
Keke is a single woman. I don't agree with how she's
not single.
Yes, she is. Until you put a ring on my finger, I am available. Okay. Now, me personally, when I was in relationships, I was
I
a
believe I'm hearing this.
person, okay? But don't think that I owe you anything. You're not my husband.
That's insane.
This is why women don't get what they want, because they're giving it all up for free. They're over there cooking the meals every day, living in the house, having the babies. Oh, honey, this, what can I get you that? Oh, daddy, oh, baby, you my husband.
It is 2023. You're acting like women want what we want.
No, no, no.
They're okay with not being together like that.
Oh, I get that.
All marriage is a piece of paper.
Listen,
so to say that that's not his wife because they don't have a piece of paper is bullshit.
You know
that
what?
is the mother of his children. That is the person that he's committed to. He has every right to tell her what the fuck to wear, where to go, and when to come back. You don't have to put a ring on it to do those things.
I stand corrected, okay, because somebody schooled me and I forgot that I live in Texas where common law marriage is legal, okay, and you could just call somebody your wife and boom, they're your wife, according to Texas law. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. I don't know. I don't know.
Why do people need a piece of paper?
It's not that you need a piece of paper.
So then what do you need?
But you're making a commitment to God.
Why can't you do that? You don't have to do that with the government. If
I thought you were conservative. I thought you were traditional values.
Pause. I do not believe in the state being involved in marital affairs.
But you're into traditional values, right?
Sure. But I also understand why people don't go that route. And I'm not going to discount their relationships. If they're committed,
of course,
and they're respectful, and that's their situation, I don't agree with cohabitation. Yeah. But I also understand that people have relationships.
Of course.
She's disrespecting her man. There is no ifs and buts about it.
Do what works for you, okay? But it is highly confusing, okay? If 1 minute you got me shaking my ass cheeks on your Twitter, and then the next minute I can't shake it at the Usher concert. You're just mad because it's at the Usher concert. That's what he's mad about. He's mad about that. It's not about her ass cheeks being out. It's about the fact that Usher was missing.
Why y'all speaking for this man? He straight up told you what he had an issue with, and you're telling him that ain't his issue.
Nah, I think he was trying to capitalize. Listen, I think he was trying to capitalize on the moment. He thought it was going to work, and it didn't work. Okay, and even Usher came out with a tweet saying, "Am I trending yet?" It's all a big game. And did you notice, by the way, okay, let me tell you this. Did you notice that all of a sudden now that Keke Palmer is trending, now they're pushing this Kamala Harris Keke Palmer interview?
They've been pushing this.
I know, but it wasn't working. Nobody was paying attention to it, but now they are because of this situation.
That video got millions of views. That's
not enough.
Not true.
Not enough.
That's a conspiracy theory that cannot be substantiated.
No, that's how the algorithm works. That's how the algorithm works.
You are promoting women being disrespectful to their men. He does not have to put a ring on it in order to tell her what to do. That is the most absurd thing to put out there to women who already don't respect men. Because if you're not putting a ring on it, I'm not doing this. We live in 2023 where marriage can destroy men. So naturally, they're against it. If a man is willing to put a baby in you, to call you his own, to provide for to provide for you, then you should be respecting him. How's that a cop out?
No. Because if you're willing to put a human being inside of a woman, put life inside of her baby, inside of her body, and you're not willing to commit to her. And I'm sorry, when you use the word commit and when I use the word commit, it's two different things. Okay, it's two different things.
Meaning we have to go in front of the government because this is the only way that I can show I'm committed to you.
But
is
you
to be tied to you legally. That is absurd. What did they do before the government existed in the Bible?
No. Listen. I'm saying do whatever works for you, but be like clear about what the parameters are. In this particular situation, it doesn't seem like they were clear about what the parameters are. It's very misleading. Okay. I would have been confused. Am I shaking my ass or am I not shaking my ass? Is it okay for me to dress like this? Or is it not okay for me to dress like this? If you, as a man, you tell your lady, listen, I need you to be a complete freak a leak, okay, all day, every day while we're in the bedroom and at the house. Do whatever you want to do. But when you are out in public, you are representing our relationship and you are representing me as a man. Okay, those parameters need to be clear. I don't think this is all that deep again. I don't think this is all that deep again, but you know.
Halfway. Listen. Look. I listen. This is such a cop out for women. I didn't know what to do. Are you a child? Are you a child? You don't know that it's not appropriate. Like if your man is recording you, fine. And he's recording you in that setting, cool. But I didn't know if it was okay for me to get on stage with Usher and like let him serenade me and do all this extra stuff and put your hand in the small of my back. Like are we serious right now? Are we serious right now? Women don't know the difference between right and wrong. There's nothing that pops in my head of a sense of nuance of I probably shouldn't do this in front of another guy. I'm not going to get on stage and do the most. No, she was just so confused. She didn't know if it was okay or if it was not okay.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I think that's exactly what it is.
Wow.
I think that's exactly what it is. I mean, if you hit me with that repeal the 19th one more time. Listen, hey, I'm all for people who don't want to commit legally to each other. I've known plenty of couples to do so, but they really truly do function like a married couple would function. She's out there acting like a single girl. I wouldn't act like that. Even at the Usher concert. I mean, I would go have fun at the Usher concert, but I wouldn't go act like that at the Usher concert. I wouldn't go dress like that at the Usher concert out of respect for my man, but that's just me. That's just me. I think, whatever. Forget what I think. I don't want to get the sticker one more time.
You earned the sticker, period.
Oh my God.
You earned it, period.
Jeez.
That's it. That's it. We're giving excuses to women to disrespect their men now because you didn't put a ring on it. Wow.
No. That's not what I said.
Absurd. You did.
I didn't say you
don't get to tell her what to wear and what not to wear unless you put a ring on it. That's absurd.
It's not an excuse. It's just saying,
absurd.
Darius.
That is an excuse.
Don't come all strong with the tweets, Darius, when you are being misleading the way you are putting your own girl out there.
See? They don't ever hold women accountable. They always got to share it.
Listen,
well, the man did this, so I did this. No, like my mama would say, if your friend dropped off a bridge, you gonna do it too?
Not my mama would say.
If your friend jumped off the bridge, you gonna do it too? So Keke said, well, he jumped off the bridge, so I'm gonna do it too. Wow.
Oh, Lord.
Show us how strong and smart women truly are. You're not doing a good job of advocating for the ladies.
Don't
I
follow.
can't believe this right now.
Don't follow what I have to say, ladies. What do I know?
Repeal the 19th.
Repeal the 19th.
But you know who else? You know who you sound like? Do you know?
Do I sound like Candace? Do I sound like Candace?
No. Oh. No, you sound like this motherfucker right here. This is who you sound like. Let's go ahead and get into this clip.
Let's talk about this.
Hop on Twitter and criticize the mother of his child publicly, responding to a tweet saying, "It's the outfit though, you a mom." After getting a ton of pushback, he released some statement talking about he has standards and morals and this is his family. I'll break this down really simply for you, Darius. We don't give a fuck that you have morals. We care that you hopped on the internet to criticize the mother of your child publicly in front of other people to try to make her look dumb. You were talking about this generation, this and that.
And she didn't look dumb with her booty cheeks out, but okay.
I agree. This generation's men is too comfortable disrespecting women in public. You have standards and morals? Is one of those standards teaching your child to disrespect his mom? I don't know your situation, but I'm going to take a gander and say that since your woman is the breadwinner and probably takes care of you, you wanted to display your manhood in public and try to make a fool of her to make yourself look better. You don't look like a moral man. You look like a little insecure boy who needs to grow up.
Why the fuck is this dick sucker talking?
Listen, when it comes
to bend over, Christian Walker. You take it up the ass, nigga. You can't tell men what it means to be men. I told you about that when you try to deal with Craig. You bend over, bro. Your wrist goes limp. And I hope you see this shit. I'm going on a very homophobic rant. I can't stand flaming fucking faggots, bro. That shit pisses me off.
Listen.
That pisses me off.
Christian doesn't get to talk in this situation because he outed his parents' personal business all over the internet for his gain. He doesn't get to talk. And I commented that on his Instagram post of this when he put it up there, because I was just like, you outed your parents. What are you talking about? You don't get to talk about this. You're a
You don't get to talk about what men really are.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You decided to criticize the mother of your children. But women can come out and criticize the father of their children. Really? Is that the parameters that we're really using? She's the mother of his kid, so he doesn't get to come out and criticize her, for real?
Yeah,
But if she were to come out and bitch about him, nobody would have a problem with it. Now, I do agree. They could have kept it offline. It's really messy. But I don't think he's wrong for being like, you're getting out of fucking line. It's okay if you do this shit with me, but you should know better. You should never get on the stage and do that for another man. That's common sense. If you don't know that, then bitch, you shouldn't be outside. You need to sit in the house for a little bit longer until you know how to act. Because that body that you ain't never had before got your brain all fucked up.
I mean,
fucked up.
Don't you think he really should have not talked about it publicly? Like, you could say all that you just said to her, but say it between the two of you. Because I would have been like, wait a minute, why are you addressing me on Twitter? I will be damned if my man addresses me on social media. That would be the end for me. That would be the end for me. Okay. If I did something that pissed you off and you post to address me, you don't call me, you don't say, hey, when you get home later on today, we need to have a talk. You go to social media to tell me what you think? Hell to the no. Hell to the no. Not see, because you're talking to the wrong one. I do not believe in posting personal relationship drama on the internet. I don't even like when people are like, oh, my honey brought me flowers, or I'm in a relationship, or I'm out of a relationship, or I love my husband, or I don't love my husband. I hate shit like that. I hate that. That's nobody's business. Nobody gives a shit. You make yourself look stupid because now you've invited everybody to criticize your relationship. Blah.
Shots fired.
Yeah.
Look, I agree with you. I agree that they shouldn't have brought the business online. I think he was pretty emotional for that. But I also understood his critique. And I think that women coming out and running their mouths when they ain't got no man should shut the fuck up. Because this is the reason y'all don't have no man. Because you don't believe in respecting men. You think it's okay to talk back. You think it's okay to run around in the streets when you're a mom. Now, she put up a whole post that says, I'm a whole mother. Then stay your happy ass home and raise those kids. Why are you running the streets, bitch? Why are you outside? You
Wait, now she can't go outside?
Look, I'm not outside. No, when I say outside, it means something different. Like, I'm outside. Like, I'm going to Usher concerts. I'm going to club appearances here. I'm doing this. Like, you outside with it. Talking about how you're a mom. That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
As a real mother, you a whole mother, we ain't outside, ma'am. If my husband told me to get offline, it's get offline. And I'm not about to let nobody online come for my man. I don't give a fuck what he said.
For sure.
Y'all better not say nothing to him.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
I mean, you and I may see differently on this thing right here, but like, I don't think that because you're a mother that you can't have fun and you can't go out. I think you should be able to go out. Like, I couldn't wait after I, got past a certain point to like have a girls' night and go out and just have fun and just get out of the house for a second. I couldn't wait for that. Now, I didn't do anything inappropriate or anything like that. It was just dinner, drinks with the girls, and then I was back home. I think
right,
before
but
whatever.
that ain't outside. That ain't outside. That's different.
That's not what do you mean outside then?
Outside. You showing up, partying, twerking, doing all the extra shit, getting drunk, being extra, posting. Look, all we see is that bitch. That is not your hair. If I see her fling that wig another motherfucking time, like it's her hair,
Yeah.
It ain't your hair. Why do they do this? Let me get off this subject, bro. Because I could go on and on.
I love this subject. This is my favorite subject, though.
On and on and on. It's not even your hair, and you flinging it.
I know.
I had to unfollow her because I couldn't take the wigs. Like, you're acting like it's yours.
She got some good wigs, though. She got some good wigs.
It's not yours.
Listen, why can't Gail King get a wig like that? Like, she makes more money than Keke Palmer. Gail's wigs be looking hella matted. Okay, I can't stand her wigs. I cannot stand them at all.
Listen, bro.
Oprah's your best friend. Borrow one of her wigs. I'm sure she got a wig she ain't
Don't like
using.
my back scratcher. It's not even mine. It's my husband's, but I stole it.
What is that at the end of it?
A golf ball.
Why does it have a golf ball at the end of it?
Because he loves golf. And my daughter got this for him for Christmas.
It's probably so
He's like,
you don't lose it.
I don't like my back scratch. Your mom likes it though, so he gave it to me.
Oh, dude.
Feels so good.
I love my back scratched. Okay.
Feels so. Wait, because you have to. What time are you leaving?
We're good. It's only 9:15 here. Wait. Yeah. I have a little bit of time.
Okay, cool. Since we have, I'm hoping that more people show up, because we're gonna get into some more ratchet R&B shit. Before we move on, did you know that Keke Palmer was a singer?
Yeah.
She makes amazing music. Have you ever listened to any of her albums?
I haven't listened to her albums, but I've heard her sing.
She makes amazing music. Like,
yeah.
This is what I mean by outside.
Yeah.
Like, you outside when you could be in the studio, bro. You could be putting out bomb records. You could be doing something worth listening to. Because I actually like her. I think she's hilarious. I like watching her stuff. But when she takes the extra mile to be seen, I don't like that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Why do you gotta be seen? Why can't you just sit back and chill? Like, why you gotta do the most?
So, you know, even when Keke Palmer did the movie Hustlers with Jennifer Lopez, she was still kind of like, like, you know, hit or miss. Like, some people knew who she was, some people didn't. What happened that all of a sudden Keke Palmer just like blew up?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it has to do with her stance on the gays. Oh, we got another super chat. Hold on.
Hey, thank you, Jessica. Thank you.
Super chat.
I love it. Hey, the show's not over yet. The show's not over yet, people.
I looked at the time. It was me. I was wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, she was in Star. I don't know if you watched that TV show. She was in that series. She's constantly putting out music, and she stays relevant in culture because of her talk show. First, she had the talk show on BET that went down. Now she's got a really big podcast on Spotify. So she's there, but the reasons that she's going viral now is because of her constantly showing off her body, just doing ratchet shit.
So she's riding that wave.
Yeah, like, women feel the need to pop out and be city girls. And it's always after they've had a kid or gone through a divorce. And I don't get it. It's like we don't feel good enough about ourselves when we have children. We gotta do that extra shit.
It's also a Hollywood thing. I mean, it's known in Hollywood that if you don't sexualize yourself enough in Hollywood, you're not going to remain relevant. You're not going to remain. Yeah.
Look, Keke Palmer and Coco Jones. You guys can go look up who she is. She was probably one of the most wholesome girls in Hollywood that came from Disney. And I used to enjoy watching her vlogs on YouTube. But now you look at her entire makeup and she is feminist, strong woman. I don't need no man. All of her music is talking about what she can do for a dude. It's just very masculine, super masculine. And she is so pretty. Like, I love watching her. And she's pretty dark like me. So I can relate because she does a lot of topics on, you know, being dark skinned and industry and how you're often overlooked, especially with hair texture, all this shit. She used to talk about it. But now she's just gone so far left. I don't get it.
Yeah.
It sucks because they're talented on their own. They don't have to do all this extra stuff. But like you said, it's the industry they're in.
I always thought she was a cute girl. Like, I always liked her personality. I really liked her a lot. I mean, I still can't say I don't like her. I still like her. Yeah, I still like her.
I defended Keke Palmer when Lopez and them they were coming out and calling her a baby mama. Now, bitch, you acting like a baby mama. I got to put you in the category of baby mama now.
That's right, because we defended her.
Damn. See, I'm fair. When you do some weird shit, you're weird. You know who else did some weird shit?
Who?
Hey, what?
We're on the same page. I literally had this pulled up. See, we're best friends again.
We never stop. Whatever. Jill Scott. Living my life like it's golden. I love her music, but now I had to delete all her songs because she came out and did the most vile, disgusting,
disrespectful.
This is worse than Colin Kaepernick.
Mm-hmm. She's the new Colin.
I know what Colin Kaepernick did set the trend for why people view the police the way they do. Let's be honest. Him kneeling, disrespecting the flag, the country. I would much rather that than what she did at the Essence Fest. That this was disgusting. And the Essence Festival posted this because I know a lot of people were like, Soonie, this is fake news. This is old. It already happened. No, she just did this recently. Real recent. Let me go ahead and roll the clip.
Say, can you see by the blood in the streets that this place doesn't smile on you, colored child, whose blood built this land with sweat and their hands. But you'll die in this place, and your memory erased. Oh, say, does this truth hold any weight? This is not the land of the free, but the home of the slave.
Jill Scott, everybody. Everybody give her a round of applause. Jill Scott.
Worth $12 million, by the way.
Oh, wow. The home of the slaves.
Home of the slave worth $12 million. She said, listen to this. Okay. She said in an interview with Jameel Hill that she has considered leaving America due to the racial climate and would look forward to a better education system. She said there are some things you don't have to deal with in other countries. We're looking at Holland. The education is dope. The healthcare is dope. There's very few confines on your personality. If you want to go get some ass or buy some ass, ain't nobody tripping on you. I like the idea of people being able to be free as long as you're not harming anybody. That song, okay, and I love Jill Scott, and I think she has a beautiful voice. But the way she did the most on that song, just with the ups and downs, it was literally the soundtrack to the worst bowel movement I have ever had in my life. Okay. Have you ever just sat down on the toilet and you're just like, damn, I gotta go, and it just ain't coming out? Like, if I could sing a song, that's what it would sound like.
Bro.
Woo.
She was horrible. horrible. She sounded
Horrible.
pretty evil to me. I'm like, damn,
Who
girl.
was?
But guys, did you know America was the home of the slave? Do you know what she essentially just told every colored child in this country?
Mm-hmm.
That we're slaves.
Yes. That's great. That's a great message.
Yeah, let's tell black children that already are suffering with the fact that they don't know their origin, right? And when you have a country of people telling you that this is not your language, you're actually not from here, and we stole you from your land, but we're not going to tell you what land you came from. Like the mental bullshit that people fall for. You're going to make it 10 times worse and say that this is the home of the slave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Leave. What really? What are you waiting for? Move to
And
Holland.
Holland operates the way it does because there's not 300 million plus people there.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing that these people are very uneducated. They are driven by emotions.
Yeah.
They don't ever talk about things in a logical lens. They tell you what makes you feel good because it probably makes them feel good to hear it. But she's an idiot. Jill Scott is a fucking idiot. She should actually shut up and sing.
I'll never understand how they can sit there and say that this country is so unfair and it's going to hold you back. And they've accomplished so much. Like, I would think if this were me and I was worth $12 million, I'd be like, let me tell you, I did have to fight hard, right? I had to overcome these barriers, but I did it. And look what I got out of it. Look what I got through persevering. Like, why you wouldn't use your platform for that? It blows my mind.
It's beyond me. I don't know. This goes back to Booker T. Washington's quote that there is a certain set of black people who make it a business of keeping the grievances in front of the average black person, partially because they want sympathy, and the other because it's a very lucrative business. It's lucrative. That's why Pastor Brian has decided to go the LGBTQ route, because it's lucrative. He's going to get a ton of attention, support, funding. It's a money grab. She's worth $12 million, living in Ariel Heights. Do you really give a fuck about the blood in the streets in Philly, Jill Scott? Really? Because if we want to talk about blood in the streets, then we can go ahead and pull up the infamous elephant in the room, which is black on black crime. Like, let's just go ahead and do it. Otherwise, shut up, bro. Because y'all not helping the youth, and you're not helping the older generation who are stuck on stupid.
Yep.
I don't like these type of black people. They are the real Sambos and the coons, and I'll say it on here. I don't care who don't like it. That's a coon.
Amen. That's a coon. Coon behavior.
That's crazy as shit. Lord. Last
What
but
else?
not least.
What else we got? We got something else.
Boom.
Oh yeah. Mo's got to react to this.
Oh boy.
I'm ready.
This is the news. I think you would do better to pull up the clips that I put up because they're not edited.
Okay.
Actual body cam footage. The actual footage. Now, this is the case where the grocery store called the police on a male and a female for suspected theft at a grocery store in LA County. Officers arrived at the scene and things kind of took a left. Now, what's being discussed here is use of force. Was it excessive, or was it a proper response to what went down? Now, I know people are going to say, you're not a cop. What do you know? I've talked to police officers. And even they have concerns on this entire thing of whether it was.
Sorry.
Was it handled correctly? In my opinion, no. I don't find it to be handled correctly. And I think that they went overboard. Period. You've never seen these, have you?
No. And I got a new trainer, by the way, okay, that is helping me do mental gymnastics. So I'm fully prepared. His name is Jin. If you guys are looking for a mental gymnastics trainer, Jin is the best trainer ever. Okay. He will have you worked out. okay, mentally.
Yo, you
Now,
are
I'm not
freaking
saying
hilarious.
I have to do mental gymnastics in this case, but I've been prepared that like anytime there's a police interaction or it's like a racial situation, my mental gymnastics like skills, I'm ready.
Go for it.
Okay, here we go.
Man, threatening me, man. Dude, just man, my wife's a paralegal. Oh, my arm fucked up, man. My arm is fucked up, man. I'm telling you, I tell operation on my arm. No, you can't touch me. You can't touch me. Get down on the ground. Get on the ground. It's already on YouTube. Stop. I don't give a shit. Stop. Motherfucker, stop. Stop. You're gonna get punched in the face. You punch me and you're gonna get sued too. You already got sued. I got it on camera. Stop. Turn around. Get your neck off my. I can't breathe. Hey, we're in a fight at the window. I can't breathe. There's no fight. You threw me down to the ground. Stop. Relax.
She said all the magic words.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. You got my neck on my you get sued. I got it on camera. She just bam, 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 bam. Checkbox. Listen. So I don't know if there's a video out there to show exactly how that all transpired as far as her getting taken down to a ground. I haven't seen that yet, but so Soonie, tell them real quick what actually happened here, like how we got to this point so that they know.
So police arrive on the scene where they see the guy who fits the description of the call that they had come in. They originally pull up to him, put your hands on the hood of the car, and he's like, bro, no, I'm going to sit right here. I've been waiting for y'all to come. I told them to call you. And they eventually walk up to him, tell him to calm down. Let's just figure out what's going on. But they start to grab his hands. And I posted this as well. They grab his hands and they immediately put him in cuffs. And he's just like, well, why are you detaining me? What's going on? Why are you detaining me? And I'm not going to say that they don't tell him. This is the angle from, I'll pull it up so you guys can see it.
Okay.
This is the angle from the news. But while they're conducting the business, they're putting him in handcuffs and he's just like, bro, what am I being arrested for? Like, what the heck? What's going on? And they're like, you're not being arrested. You're being detained. But they still haven't told them exactly why. Now, of course, he has an understanding. Like, we just had a discrepancy. I'm going to stay here on the scene. They didn't leave. Right? They're being accused of stealing something, but they didn't leave the scene. They finally get him in handcuffs. And then right after that, legit, you guys see where they're putting him in handcuffs. Right after that, the officer directs his attention to the woman recording. Now, people at first were saying she was an innocent bystander. No, she was not. She was a part of whatever situation was going on, and police decided, you're going down. Now, I don't agree with how they handled it. I don't find that to be proper use of force. I think that he could have ultimately turned around and said, you know what? You can record, ma'am, but for my safety and yours, I do need to put you in handcuffs, or at least communicate what you're doing.
Right.
At least tell her. You don't just go over to people and put your hands out. It's just like, it's like they're treating citizens like they're children and expecting them to just adhere because they are the authority in the situation. And I don't find that to be valid. I don't think that that's right. And I don't think that that's how police should be approaching a situation, because you can run into some really aggressive things when people feel like you're trying to just usurp authority over them because you can.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like from what I saw here, just from based off this video, it does look like it was unnecessary force that they used on her, for sure. Although I don't know why. Like I don't know that angle. Why did they decide to do that? But that being said, I'm already questioning her intent in what she was doing just based off those words that she said. It just doesn't sit well with me. Somebody said down here, Yakini said, I heard she had cancer. I mean, last week we talked about a lady that was giving it up to her husband who had cancer. So you could do all things with cancer. Like cancer is not an excuse to not, detain somebody who is, showing that they're being combative. So I don't care whether she has cancer or not.
Well, I have the other angle here, and you guys get to see this live. I don't know if the news has put this up, but this is actually the. Sorry, I can pause it and play it, but this is the full body cam footage.
Come here. We're just gonna pat you
See how they immediately grab him?
I don't have nothing. Okay, relax. We don't know that.
Man, I don't have nothing.
Okay, we're just gonna
pack a cigarette. See, there go this. Now what? I'm not even being resistant. Huh? Wait. No, man. I'm not. Wait. No, I'm not under arrest for what?
You're not under arrest. You're being
Well, why you detained for what? For what?
Listen.
What have I done? I haven't stolen a birthday cake. Man, I can bust loose. Why y'all doing this shit, man? Boss, why y'all doing all this?
Dude, relax. Or you're gonna get
that
put
man
down.
was threatening me, man.
Dude, just.
Man, my wife's a paralegal. Oh, my arm's fucked up, man.
She's a paralegal. Did you hear that?
Fucked up,
Yeah.
man. I'm telling you,
This is all she's doing, by the way. I wish I could rewind it. Darn it. Oh, I can. Wait a minute. Let's go back. Just watch right here.
Man, my wife's a paralegal. Oh, my arm's fucked up, man. My arm is fucked up, man. I'm telling you, that's hell up.
This is all she's doing.
No, you can't touch me. You can't touch me.
Come on, bro.
Get down on the ground. Get on the ground.
It's already on YouTube.
Stop.
Live.
I don't give. Stop.
Motherfucker, stop.
Stop. You're gonna get punched in the face.
You punch me and you're gonna get sued too. You already got sued. I got it on camera.
Stop.
I
Turn
got
around.
it on camera. Get your neck off my. I can't breathe.
Hey, we're in a fight at the Winco.
I can't breathe. There's no fight. You threw me down to the ground. Stop manhandling me. I didn't do nothing. You threw me down.
Does he spray her with mace?
Yep.
Call the commander.
Hands behind your
Call the
back.
commander. Stop twisting my arm.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm requesting
Stop.
the commander. I'm not doing anything. Call the commander. Call the commander.
Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
I got my prescription glasses.
I don't care.
Eye surgery.
Put your hand behind your
Wait a
back.
minute. Let me get my
You're gonna get sprayed again.
glasses out my hand. Yeah, man. My baby, you all right? No.
Let me get 902.
Throw me to the ground. She got cancer. He put his knee in my...
Get up.
I can't see anything. Why are you manhandling me?
Because you were being detained.
Now you mad because I put it on YouTube Live and they seeing everything.
Let's go.
That's why you mad.
Let's go. Stop fighting.
I'm not fighting. I can't see.
I can't watch it because it's actually pissing me off.
Can
I
you
don't
send it to
find
me
that
so I
be-
can watch the whole thing?
Yeah, that's it. Actually, it ends right there.
Oh, okay.
That's all that is. So that's the entire incident. Watching
So-
the entire incident, honestly, what do you think?
So okay. So from the beginning of that video, that's them initially exiting the vehicle and coming to talk to him. There was nothing before that. That wasn't them like going and coming back and a second vehicle. Because it just seems so odd that they walk right up to him and grab him immediately.
I got you. Hold on. Here's the actual first one. This is the initial.
Get on the ground, dude. Get on. Put your hands on the hood.
I'm gonna take it back. He just pulled up. You see it, right?
Yeah.
He just pulls up. Now, before we go forward, people are going to bring up the argument. Officers are responding to a alleged robbery in progress, so they're going to treat the situation a little different. People are going to bring that argument up. That's fine. I still don't agree with it.
Get on the ground, dude. Get on. Put your hands on the hood. 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 Listen, have a seat then. Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat then. Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat.
They approached us first, man.
Hey, Kirk, I'm making contact now. He's on call. Get down. Sit down, dude. We'll figure this out.
We ain't getting wrong. I told my wife to call.
Well, if you sit down, we'll figure that out.
We just walked out.
Can you just have a seat on that rock?
They do all this calling. I told them to call the police, bro.
All right, just chill out.
But look, can I stand up?
Hold on, dude.
Look. I waited for you. I could have took over and get on.
Hey, Kirk, this is a male and the female's gonna be in the
I stand
car.
up with my cake, sir.
Just have a seat, dude.
The dude was talking crazy, man.
What's going on,
He
dude?
got the camera, bro. He come, my wife was ordering some shit, right?
Just relax.
We're gonna pat you down,
We're
but
gonna pat you down.
I don't have nothing.
They said there was
We
weapons.
don't know that.
Man, I don't have nothing, brother, but a pack of cigarettes. See, there go this. Now what?
That's
I'm not
relax.
even being
That's
resistant.
wife over there.
Huh?
All right, dude. We'll
Wait,
figure
man.
it out.
Come on, man. I'm not under arrest for what?
You're not under arrest. You're
You'll be detained.
Detained for what? For what?
Dude, calm
Listen,
down.
What have I done? I haven't stolen no money. Man, I can bust loose. Why y'all doing this shit, man? Boss, why y'all doing all this?
Dude, relax. Or you're gonna get put down.
Man.
Dude, just.
Man, my wife is paralegal. Oh, my arm's fucked up, man. My arm is fucked
All right.
up,
Where's
man.
your wife? Right here.
Tell her I'm breaking on my arm.
No, you can't touch
Have a seat. Hey, wait, don't
Have a
tell me
seat.
you do that
Have
to
a
my
seat.
wife. Come on,
Have a
man.
seat.
Why you doing this to me, man?
Calm down.
We haven't did nothing. Dude,
Deputy's involved in the fight.
I'm not gonna fight you, man. You put my
Have a
wife, she got
seat.
cancer. She got cancer, man.
All right, dude.
Man, come on, bruh. I'm not gonna fight with no deputy. You cool. Hey, you a deputy, you cool, bro. I'm not gonna
Calm
fight
down,
with you.
dude.
I calm down. Let me shut up. Can I shut up?
No.
I'm on sticky ass bushes, man. I hit my sister. Oh, man, come on, man. Y'all don't have to do this shit, bro. That's wrong, man. You gotta do that to her. She got cancer, big bro. Man, don't do her like that, man. Let me
Dude, calm
shut up.
down, man.
No, I ain't doing nothing. Let me shut up. I swear to God, I'm not gonna get up. You got my word, boss. You got my word. I'm not gonna get up. Man, she got cancer, man.
Well, why are you guys acting like this?
She's acting like that because they waited, rolled up on it. Hey, the guard came up on this boat like, rrr. That's all he did, bro. Everybody said, I want to get violent with nobody.
Have a seat.
Bro.
You got her?
Yeah, man. Man, babe, you all right?
No. Let me get 902.
She got cancer, bro. She got cancer.
Area is switching and
Oh, you gonna wait, her phone.
Okay,
Give me the phone.
okay.
I'm not doing nothing, man. You can't fight. I'm not fighting with y'all.
Hey, dude, calm down.
I am. But she just
111, if you can, are you in the parking lot of the window?
She got cancer, man. Oh, man, it's my credit card and stuff.
I can't see what.
Whoa. Let me calm down. Bro. Oh, man, my arm, bro, my arm.
You keep bucking me around and throwing me.
JC, stop. Just quit. Stop it. Just stop. Just relax.
Have a seat.
Yeah, bro, hold on. I want to make sure she's all right,
She's
man.
all right. Sit down.
I'll sit down. JC, just cooperate, JC.
Have a seat in the car.
She ain't gonna do nothing, bro.
Have a seat in the car.
We didn't even leave, sir. We
You're
didn't
making it
leave.
worse. Get up.
I just
Have a seat.
doing
So
what?
I'll put her in the back seat. She
I
can
just
calm
want to make
down.
sure she's all right, man.
I don't. You're gonna have consequences. All you had to do was listen. I didn't do anything. You was mad because I videoed and put it on YouTube. That's why you was mad.
Take a seat. No, I'm mad because this is C-111. We're gonna have 2 detained. We're gonna just have fire and a sergeant Winko, and 1 extra unit.
I have asthma.
Okay.
111, 10 for you have 1 call out and 110 responding, 110 Sam just with 97 and fire is staging. We'll advise them it's clear to enter. Confirm.
Hey, firm.
Watching on this side of the
Just confirm, is it for deputy or suspect only?
Suspect only, pepper.
Can you, whoever's by me, can you move? Because I need to spit. Let's go. Put your feet up. Okay, let me
111, just
spit.
confirm, is that a definite code 1?
All right, go ahead.
I can't. I'm not going to be able to breathe because I got asthma.
And 111 advising code 4, the deputy will fight at the Winko.
Watch out.
Code 4 carrying the frequency at 1227 hours.
You all right?
Wow. Thanks for showing all that. That is crazy. I haven't seen any of that other stuff online. It's just it really is baffling to me. I mean, I know the guy is talking a lot, you know what I mean? And I've watched some of Ryan Breaking Barriers videos of, him going through scenarios quite like this, like when people are just talking and they're not listening. So from that standpoint, I get that can be a concern sometimes.
Yeah.
But this guy, I didn't see him fighting them at all. He was saying to them, you have my, and I get that they don't have to believe him, but he was saying, you have my word. I'm not going to move. I'm cool. Like, he didn't look like somebody who was like trying every little chance he got to like wiggle away or anything like that.
Yes.
It was heartbreaking. It was a little heartbreaking to hear him having to see his wife get treated like that. And again, she's another one. She should just be quiet. Now, I'm not saying, you can't talk, but there gets to a point where it's now escalated beyond where it needs to be escalated. And he was trying to tell his wife, just be quiet. Just be quiet. Yeah. Just be quiet so I can do what I got to do over here, and what a mess. I don't, those officers, I don't know. I would love to hear, I wish Sed was here because I would love to hear from an officer's standpoint. Have you talked to him about this?
Yes, I actually have. He was the one who actually sent me this video and didn't feel that it fell on the scope of use of force policy, which I agree. I actually went into the LAPD's use of force policy. I'll send it to you so I can pull it up. And cops are allowed to use force, but it has to match the person and what they're giving out. So it has to be equal force. They're allowed to use deadly force when there is a situation that is necessary for them to use deadly force when they have to defend them or others around them. But they do have parameters on how this can be done. And I'm not finding the reasons for them to act the way they did. We just watched full clips of both angles and we're both here. I really feel like we're very objective people when it comes to police interactions. I don't feel like we really incorporate feelings because people fuck up and they do things.
Right.
But I didn't see that here. I didn't.
Yeah. It's hard. I mean, it'll be interesting to hear if anybody really defends their actions because it's hard to see where there's already people defending it. Oh, because saying like she should have complied.
Exactly. This was my thing. When do our rights stop as a citizen? They are extensions of the state. You're telling me you can't simply talk to me as a person to say, ma'am, I understand you want to record, but I do need to make this situation safe. So you're right there with her. You can assist her with any movement she's making if you feel threatened as an officer.
And it's not illegal, right? They can record.
It's not illegal to record.
Okay.
Right. But he didn't verbalize anything to her. He turned around and
grabbed her phone.
Grabbed her. Why don't we have rights as a citizen to say, no, you can't just grab me. You do need to tell me why you're detaining me. You do need to give me some information. This is what I mean by when we got into the debate, I think Tuesday, we love to humanize police officers when it's convenient. And then we love to give them this crazy authority when it's convenient. You do not have jurisdiction and authority to compel someone to do something physically when they do not present a reason for you to have to compel them to do something physically. You could have talked to the both of them. She's recording because she's probably under the assumption that police are bad. She's Black. Let's be honest. Black folks, they're recorded now because of what's constantly on TV. I think cops should be trained for that. They need to understand the media is depicting you in a very bad light. That doesn't mean that they can't do their job.
Right.
But they do need to show up to a situation and express some sort of decorum. I didn't see that there. I didn't.
Well, and that's another thing I've watched from or learned from watching the Breaking Barriers videos. God, what is the name of the show that he does? It's amazing.
breaking barriers. Oh, you're talking about the where they
The one
put
where-
civilians in the situation of
Civilians
cops. Yeah,
switched,
I know what you're talking about.
switched. Yeah, amazing. Okay, I've also learned it's up to the police officers sometimes to control the situation by how they approach it. And there has been times where I have said, okay, in this situation, this guy was responsible for this escalating. Okay, this guy did not comply, did not follow
Exactly.
instructions. He was fighting them the whole time. But in this situation, I'm not seeing, other than the mouth moving, right?
Yes.
I'm not seeing physical resistance from these two people.
Yes.
The cops don't have to take into account that you have cancer or asthma because they don't know. You could say all that stuff and it could all be false, right? And Yakini, I wasn't saying that you were making an excuse for them at all. I was just saying in my personal point of view, like I don't, an officer just doesn't have to really take much into that, right? But this one seems like a pretty cut and dry wrong. Police were in the wrong here.
Right.
Mhm.
They're not the fucking Gestapo, bro. They can't just walk up to you and get no. This is America. We
Mhm.
have rights. No. And I'm not giving excuses. I'm not telling people to purposely be defiant. And I don't think that those people were purposely defiant. They were wanting to talk and give their side of the story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Red Pill, I'm not saying she doesn't have the right to speak, but again, I'm going based off of like the switched videos and what I'm learning how cops look at that, right? Like when somebody's just talking and talking and talking a lot and they're not listening, cops take that as a form of you're being defiant, you're not listening. You could be just rambling off and, be an irrational person. I'm just kind of taking you through kind of like from a police officer standpoint, what I've learned from that show. And Sed was on an episode. Guys, so go check it out. You guys, I think he's on a few episodes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look, this situation has a lot of people in a tizzy. There are people who are saying that I'm being emotional. If you go to my comment section, it's crazy. There are people saying you're being emotional. They should have just shut up, let officers do their job. And you know what I brought up? You guys didn't let officers do their job when they were enforcing what you deemed to be unconstitutional mandates. You fought against police. I paid attention to many lives, especially people in New York who were coming out anti-cop, who were starting to echo what BLM was echoing as far as when it came to police officers. Black Lives Matter and conservatives marched together when it came to those mandates.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't like what police were doing, but it's just convenient when to comply versus when not to comply, when to talk about your rights as an American citizen versus just take it to court, just shut up and be subservient and take it to court. You can't galvanize a whole group of people, let them know that their state, their federal system is corrupt, and then expect them not to have some sort of just side eye at extensions of these bureaucratic agencies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why can't we have that discussion? Why can't we be objective and have nuance on how police are actually policing in this country? What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
And this is not the first time LA County Sheriff's Office have been accused of doing
They're known for it.
outlandish absurd.
Yeah, they're
We
known
need to
for
have
it.
a discussion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And apparently somebody said, I think it was Red Pill said that they were just reassigned to a different area. They weren't even like put on probation or anything like that, like while they investigate.
Reassigned.
Wow.
But people will say that they should have just complied. Then you should have complied. Put on the fucking mask and don't come into my business unless you have a jab. People couldn't stand that. Oh, my rights. Well, it's their business and they have rights to tell you no.
Interesting to see how this one will play out.
I'm interested to see who else comes out and speaks on this. I'm actually waiting for a few people to come out and speak on it.
Like you're talking about witnesses?
Yes, I'm glad that people haven't made this racial. I haven't seen it yet. I'm really glad that a lot of people are just discussing this as like, this is just horrible policing. This is not effective policing.
I'm surprised nobody's made this racial. Ben Crump isn't already representing them.
I haven't heard one racial thing.
What? Let me go on his page. Hold on just a second. I don't believe it.
Like,
Is
I
Ben
could be
sick?
wrong.
Is Ben sick?
He took a break. He wasn't playing ambulance catcher today.
Or maybe he's got too many cases. That could be.
Yeah, because
too.
you know he's dealing with Carlisha Hood.
Yeah.
He's still dealing with that. You got the Ralph Yarl situation he's dealing with. So he might be a little bit too busy. Sometimes you have to use common sense, which some police lose when they get a badge.
Oh, you spoke too soon.
Damn, they talking about it in
Hold
the
on.
racial lens. Darn it.
Okay, here's what he said.
Oh Lord, what did he say?
Repost from Real DL Hughley. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department has launched an investigation. Blah 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 blah. Deputies responded as deputies attempted to detain the individuals described by the store. Let me just get to what he thinks.
Yeah, please.
Hold on.
Oh Lord, she
can't breathe.
Oh!
What is this? Did you see the tat on his arm? What does it signify? We're up against legalized gangs?
MC Light.
Listen, sometimes I get caught up in the comments, y'all.
Why was loss prevention from the store involved? Because they were suspected of theft, but
yeah,
he clearly has a cake that he bought. And Fam made a point earlier in the show where she said thieves don't usually stay on the scene. If they stole something, why would they stay? Especially if the grocery store can just go up and pull footage of how they stole something or pull footage of how they were assaulted. Like, why would they stay on the scene? Like, why? I don't know.
Man. I don't know. But it has officially been turned racial.
Well, at least I tried to give the benefit of the doubt.
Wait, so I have an update really quick. This is from last week's show. Remember the lady? The lady on the plane?
I saw him speak out. He was like, I'm gonna give my side.
The guy in the hoodie. Okay, so the guy in the green hoodie spoke out. He basically like provoked her and like because he had on a Freemason hoodie and he told her she was a Freemason and she went on to say, well, you know what Freemasons like they worship the devil, blah blah blah. And he turned to her and he said, I am the devil. And he like did some weird wink and that's what freaked her out. Well, I found her on TikTok. Michelle Davis at mdavis3550 on TikTok. I reached out to her to see if she'd want to do a little interview because I love this lady's crazy in all the right ways. I would love to hear her side of the story. All she did was post on TikTok and say, thank y'all for making me go viral. And then she was, posting her trip in Las Vegas. She seems to be completely unbothered by the fact that people are like making fun of her, calling her crazy. I mean, she is literally now a meme. I even did my own little TikTok. Did you see my TikTok?
No.
Oh,
You did a TikTok?
Yeah, I did a little TikTok on her. I did a homage to Michelle.
Can I please, just for 2 seconds, tell you guys about my amazing daughter?
Sure.
I have to tell you.
Okay, let me take this down so nobody's looking at said working out at the gym. Hold on. Go ahead.
Right, showing off. My baby's in gymnastics, so she has been training so hard, picking up new skills. We bought them a bar. They practice in their room. And she actually got an invitation to go compete on the squad. So she's having a tryout tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
She's going to be traveling to Hawaii. Like, they travel to all these places and go compete. I'm so proud of her, bro. Like, a legit
what squad?
competitive team.
Like, a travel team, like a travel gymnastics team. Oh, okay. That's so cool.
It is. And she's only 7. She's going to have the crazy experience.
Oh, man. You have to send me, like, videos of her on the bar.
She's all hyped up, bro. She's like, Mom, I learned a new skill. I know how to do this now.
Dude, I used to want to be in gymnastics so bad.
And you know what, Mo? Do you know every time they walk in the cereal section, do you know who they run to? Guess who they see on the box when they run to her?
What's her name?
Simone
Gabby
Biles.
Oh, Simone Biles. I was thinking Gabby Douglas. Simone Biles.
She looks up to that chick, bro.
Yeah.
I said representation matters. They need to see people who look like them do the same things.
Simone's an excellent
exactly
mentor or person to look up to.
Model.
She's a solid girl. Solid.
I had to share that. I'm so proud of her.
Yay. Let her all know we say good job. All right. So let me show you.
Available.
No, it's just my other stories. Why is it silent?
You gotta move to the next slide. There you go.
Culture.
But I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real.
I don't want. How many videos have you got, dude? I mean, how many views has that gotten?
Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Let me look at my TikTok.
Hilarious.
Yeah. Let me do it. Let me look at my TikTok real quick. I'm at 700.
She got the wine bottle. That dude is not real.
Thank you, Jessica.
Dang, you should have clipped me in there, like walking off the airplane, like
No. I listen, if I had the skills that you have on TikTok, I so wanted to like green screen you in the background. Like, when you FaceTime me and your hair's like all crazy and you're like, I have screenshots upon screenshots of you like that. And I was like, I should totally try to green screen Soonie in the background and be like, she's not real.
Bro, that was funny. That was a funny video. Thank you, Jessica Birch. Actually, thank you for all the people.
She gave a lot of super chats.
Really did. All the super chats tonight were amazing. Thank you guys for the super chats.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in with us this Friday night. I hope everyone enjoyed the topics. We got through every single topic.
Yes. And like
Crazy.
it's 10 o'clock. We've done 2 hours. We killed it tonight. We killed
so
it
many
tonight.
clips. So many clips.
Yeah.
Y'all, I'm working on videos. The videos that I've been putting out, people are like, dude, you need to keep doing this.
With the voice.
Gotta keep doing this. And wait, we have to do this either tomorrow or the day after. I can't wait until Tuesday. We have to react to Vivek in the Breakfast Club.
Oh.
That video is going bananas.
Mm-hmm.
Have to react to that.
Yeah. I've been dying to talk to you about it because yeah. No, it's great that he did it. But you know what I'm questioning?
What?
I'm like, how come Vivek is on? I think it's a great thing that he's on the Breakfast Club. I wish Trump would have gone on the Breakfast Club. Now, granted, maybe they didn't invite him, but I find that hard to believe. But smart on Vivek to go on the Breakfast Club.
Sure.
Right?
But they got exposed like a motherfucker.
Yeah, they got exposed. Yeah, they got exposed. Dang, we're just getting super chats after super chat. Super chat.
Y'all.
Super chat. Super chat. Thank you, Jessica, again with the $9.99. Damn, girl. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Oh my
Joey.
goodness. Y'all love us.
Joey will forever be in my heart. He's the reason why Kenny's alive.
Super chat.
Super chat.
Congratulations to your daughter. Thank you. You're gonna go make your lunch. We're on the same side of the planet if you're having lunch because this me too.
He's in. Well, I'm not going to say where he's at because I don't know if he wants me to say. But yes, you are in the same side. Oh, you know what's so crazy? My childhood best friend, Tasha. Shout out to Tasha if you're watching right now. She's in Okinawa right now.
Word? What's her name?
Yeah, well, her last name is Brock because her daddy was black. She's Japanese and black. But
I know a Tasha, Japanese black chick though.
Really?
She hangs out in our circle.
Oh, well, she's from LA, but she's visiting because that's where her grandmother was from, and her grandmother died, and they did like a family trip to go visit her hometown. So yeah, they're in Okinawa.
When did the grandmother die?
Oh, a couple years ago. They just now got around.
My neighbor right across the street, someone just died. They had a whole they put a sign at the beginning of the neighborhood to let you know when someone in the neighborhood has died. And they put up this large mural in front of the house, and all the people in the neighborhood come through and put flowers in it. I was like, this is the most foreign concept I have ever seen. It's like they all mourn. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think that's pretty common over there because that's how they do it like in South America too. Joey, weren't you the one that donated to Kenny's Save His Leg Fund? I'm pretty sure it was Joey. Hold on. Yeah, it was Joey. You helped Kenny with his. I think it was Joey. Maybe I'm wrong. No, it's Joey. Joey, speak up. You're the one that saved Kenny's leg. Thank you. Or you didn't save his leg, but you saved his life because you made a huge, very generous donation to that. Forever grateful.
Forever, my lady.
Y'all, I'm going to a Jodeci concert in August.
Oh Lord, help me.
Jodeci, Drew Hill, and SWV. It's gonna be.
Oh, you about to have fun.
I'm about to have fun.
You better drink.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink. You know what? I might even pull a Keke Palmer. Okay, and show up.
Wait, can you please, so we can go viral for some shit? We need it.
Well,
Do it.
You want to hear a funny story? Is
What?
I know Cisco, so maybe Cisco can get me up on stage.
Let's go.
And I could be like, "These are the times we are."
You know, I'm be like, look at her. I'm telling Dave, she on the stage bumping and grinding.
Ooh, that dress so scandalous. Oh, I'm gonna be up there bumping and grinding.
That sounds like a fun time, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Well, guys, thank you for hanging out with us this Friday. We will see you Tuesday, probably before Tuesday, because we have to do a reaction to that Breakfast Club video before it dies down.
Yeah.
Do you have anything going on through the week for you?
No. Not that I can think of.
I'm just do me all week, you know. I host conversations.
All right.
Talking about random stuff. I might even host another Discord session. That was funny. People got to hear what we discussed in Discord. I streamed it on Instagram. They were like, what the bro? It's the Wild Wild West over there.
Oh, it sure
There is no rules.
Yeah.
No rules. But before we go, I got one more thing. Are you ready? Please go ahead and scan this QR code if you would love to donate to our Broadcaster Fund. If you didn't want to give via Super Chat on YouTube, you can go ahead and scan this QR code.
Yeah.
And send us a donation to our Venmo. I do not think we have a Cash App or PayPal.
No, it's just this. But we should probably show this at the beginning of the show because I would much rather. And I appreciate all the super chats. We have to wait 30 days for those to come through. And then I have to pay me and Sooni's Venmo anyways, out of that. And YouTube takes 35% of everything we make here. So next time we'll remember to show that at the beginning of the show, because I would much rather you guys donate to that. And I'll get notifications if you guys donate to that than on here, because it'll just go directly to us and no cut, no middleman. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
we appreciate.
We do. Do you have anything else?
What are you doing? That's it this week. Are you doing anything this weekend?
No, I'm actually about to go have fun with some friends at a barbecue.
Cool.
And finish cleaning my crib, and then I'm just like skedaddling for a couple days.
That's what's up.
I'm gonna go have some amazing smoky tequila.
Oh, you're gonna have smoky tequila.
One thing I will say is hanging out with Texicans, dude. I will never drink with a Texas Mexican again.
They go hard. They will. They can drink you under the table.
I blacked out. Like listen, this is no bullshit. Anytime I go out, there are people like, "Hey, Soonie," and I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?" They're like, "Hey, I was at Erica's barbecue. You don't remember me?" Like, you were pretty turned.
They're like, we remember you.
Remember nothing.
Yeah.
Everybody does this. Even last weekend at the beach. I'm just chilling on the beach in my little umbrella. This lady walks over and she's like, Soonie. And I was looking at her like,
she recognized you.
Rude. I was like, I'm gonna be rude with you, bro. I don't know who you are. And she was like, it's okay. You was turned. Like, bro. I don't remember squat from that night.
Damn, that tequila got you good.
So don't drink with the Texican unless you feel safe with them, because you're gonna black out, bro.
But at least they cook good and they feed you while you're drinking.
Yeah, you definitely eat.
Yeah,
while you drink.
Yeah.
Erica got me lit, bro.
Get it, Erica. Erica, follow me on social media if you'd love to send me videos of Soonie either super lit or blacked out. I'll take either one.
Nope. You know what? I posted something on the Okinawa event page. Did you see it?
No,
I haven't. You follow it too, bro. You'll see it. I said, We have a radio station called Wave 89, and I said, let a real nigga come be a DJ, because this is horrible. And she was like, dude, if anybody says something reckless to you on that post, I'm just letting you know it's gonna be a problem. So she wouldn't give you recordings of me. She just wouldn't. Dude, especially if she knows you're gonna post it.
I've got to find this because I need to look at the comments under that.
It was fucking. They were like, "You're too broke to buy Spotify." I
was wait, how did you post it on Facebook?
Because of my backup page.
Oh, well, you have to tell me outside what your backup page is, because I don't know.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Guys, we're going to have fun this weekend. I hope you have fun this weekend. Happy Sabbath to all of those who keep the Sabbath. If you don't, you should. It's a moment to rest with Jesus and reflect on the week.
Soonie just said she's gonna go drink. Soonie said she's gonna get fucked up on the Sabbath. Don't listen to Soonie. Soonie,
not on the Sabbath.
Oh, okay.
Shut up.
She said it's time to reflect. Soonie just said, I'm about to be blacked the fuck out.
Not on the Sabbath. Come on. You know me better than that. Anyways, I hope you guys come back next week on Tuesday to tune into some more shit.
Yes.
They'll just call me all the way out. And I'm not even drinking on the Sabbath.
Oh, man.
I cannot with you.
What's new?
I'm going to get you so good one day.
What's new?
I'm going to make her mad. Like, I can't wait to make you mad.
I still have a prank to pull on you that I've totally forgot about.
You're afraid. You're afraid.
I have already let some people into what this prank is, and they're like, do it.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, they were like, ooh, Soonie's gonna be like, they're gonna be like, dang, Soonie's gonna be so mad. I'm like, is she?
As long as it has nothing to do with my kids or my
it
husband,
doesn't.
bro. I don't care.
No, it's nothing personal.
Bye. I don't even want to know.
Bye, guys. Have a good week. Have a good weekend.
I'm scared. I just know I'm gonna get you back, so it doesn't even matter.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
They say the song's so offensive, but only if you get offended. I can't offend you without your permission, and you don't even have to listen. They say the song's so offensive, but only if you get offended.